right, so starting it off strong, this piece right here is my personal favorite. So that wraps up the Our Legacy full in-depth review of the Camion boot. What is up, you guys? Welcome to another day in the vlog and welcome to the official start of this vlog right here. As you can see, we're in my living room area and I have this massive rack behind me featuring a ton of stuff for the fall season. Not gonna lie, I've been doing a lot of shopping lately, as well as just like brands in general have been super nice and generous and gifting me a ton of stuff. So I figured I'd start the vlog off by sharing with you guys everything that's on this rack. And there's also some stuff like on the ground as well. So needless to say, there's a lot to get through. So as always, everything will be linked in the description box down below. So let's get into the fall pickups for this season. All right, so starting it off strong, this piece right here is my personal favorite. It is definitely, like, my opinion, just the nicest jacket that I personally own right now. This right here is a quilted jacket from COS. This is actually from the women's section, and I actually saw it first when we went to Chicago for that quick trip that I went to recently. Definitely not a stranger to shopping in the women's section. If you know, you know. You can definitely find some gems there. It fits amazingly. I did have to pick it up in the biggest size that they offered just so it can obviously fit me, but it's super cozy. It's just like perfect for the fall season. And all I'll say is don't sleep on shopping in the women's section. And this jacket also does come in another color as well. So if you want a darker color, they have kind of like a more muted brown is how I would describe it. So I'll have it linked below nonetheless for you guys. Sticking to kind of some outerwear tops for the fall season. These tops right here are from 7th. If you guys have been following me over on Instagram, you would know how much I love the 7th brand. They're a brand from the UK. This is what they call, I believe this is the desert taupe color. It's just a really nice heavyweight shacket style shirt for, again, the fall season. You can wear this by itself or you can layer it. I'll come closer to the camera so you guys can see it. It has this like natural distressing going on, which I think is really nice. It fits very similarly to the California Arts overshirt that I wear all the time, but I feel like this one is just a bit more heavyweight and, like I said, perfect for the fall season. And then they also gifted me that same jacket style shirt just in the black colorway. Although I am extremely grateful, I definitely don't need another black overshirt. So what I want to do is I actually want to give this piece right here to one of you guys. So you guys are seeing the giveaway rules on the screen right now. Go ahead and do those rules, and maybe in like a week after this upload, I'll go ahead and ship out this 7th piece right here to one of you guys, just as a little thank you for, of course, watching the vlogs. And 7th was super generous, but like I said, I don't need another black overshirt. Again, it's a great quality piece, but I love the desert taupe one, so I would rather have one of you guys get this. I did pick it up in a size extra large, so if you're kind of the same build as me, this is going to be perfect. Or for all the ladies that are watching me, this is going to be a nice oversized piece. So enter the giveaway to win this piece right here. And then the last thing real quick from 7th is this really nice red cap. If you guys have been following me for some time now, you would know I've been really enjoying wearing caps that fit exactly like the one that I'm wearing from About Blank. So this is 7th iteration, and I think it's extremely nice. This also does come in other colors, and it kind of has that same sort of material similar to the overshirt style jacket that I was showing you guys. So this is definitely going to be a nice pop of red for all of the, you know, autumnal fall vibes for the outfits. So really excited to get a lot of wear out of this. As you can see, we have this really nice leather weekender style duffel from Teddy Blake. Shout out to Teddy Blake for sponsoring this portion of today's vlog. Let me show you guys how beautiful this piece is right here. Actually, let me just leave it on the rack so you can really like take it in. As you can see, a nice leather style weekender bag. Has this really nice sort of luggage tag right here. Really nice thick heavyweight handles on the top. It comes with a crossbody strap, and then obviously I love the sort of subtle gold finishing touches throughout. It has feet on the bottom, which I think is just so important for a leather style duffel bag. And then of course, let me take it off of the rack. And then of course, it just kind of opens up with the zipper on top. If I were to show you how much things I can stuff in this bag, it is truly insane. This is the perfect sort of duffel bag for a weekend trip, a nice kind of just like quick little getaway. And as you can see, it just offers that really nice luxurious vibe and look and feel without that super steep designer price tag. So shout out to Teddy Blake because they definitely did their thing with this one right here. I have been wanting a leather style sort of weekender bag because I don't really have any like weekend bags that are made with 100% leather. So this came in at the perfect time. As you guys know, I've been traveling a ton, so I'm really excited to kind of get a lot of use out of this for years to come.
Teddy Blake was super generous and also sent me a bag for fall, which I'm super excited about because if you know, chocolate brown has been trending all over everywhere, and I have my own little chocolate brown bag now. I don't have any bags like this in my collection, so I'm super happy that Teddy Blake sent this to me. I love the gold hardware. It locks and unlocks here, and it comes with a crossbody strap, which for me is a really big deal because I like to be hands-free sometimes, especially handling Kira, you know, when you have a little kid running around. It can be a little hard to carry the bag, but it is super cute if I just want to carry it, like maybe we're going on date night. For all the ladies watching, if you need a new bag for the fall season, Stevie will link this one down below. They also have a ton of other sizes and colors of bags, so go check them out.
All right, so another thing that is behind me on this beautiful rack right here is this leather overshirt that I actually wore in my latest video. I don't know exactly which video it was, but I wore it recently, and you guys were lighting me up in the comments telling me it's like the nicest shirt I've ever worn. It's like super nice. I got some DMs asking me where this shirt was, and a lot of you guys assume that it's actually a designer piece. It's not. It's actually from ASOS, so it's just this really nice, I believe it's not real leather. I'm gonna assume it's faux leather because, you know, the ASOS vibes. Nonetheless, it's this nice overshirt style jacket, faux leather with the contrasting stitch. This is giving all of the Bottega vibes. It's giving all of the designer vibes without that designer price tag. So I'll go ahead and have this link down below, bringing it in close so you guys can really see that contrasting stitch faux leather material. It's super nice. This shirt right here does come in a ton of colors, and last time I checked, it's actually on sale right now. So don't sleep on it. I'll have it linked down below for you guys. I actually picked up a little birthday treat for myself while I was in Chicago. To be completely transparent, I already unboxed it when I was in Chicago because I was excited. And funny story, my brother-in-law was like really excited to see it, so we unboxed it while we were in the hotel. But obviously, nice little product package right here, and this is what the box looks like. So I went ahead and picked up myself a new wallet. I like to get myself a new wallet, I would say every 2 years or so, just to kind of like switch it up and stuff. So this is what the card holder looks like right here. So it's kind of like a card holder, bifold wallet, and all of the things that you need or I look for in a wallet. So as you can see, nice little Prada logo right there with the emblem and the nice Saffiano leather that Prada does so beautifully. So you open it up like this, and then it just has like traditional card slots right there. Like I said, it opens just like this. On the top, you have a nice sort of zipper moment for kind of your loose change and just anything you want to kind of keep concealed. And then when you turn it on its upside, it just acts as a traditional bifold. All right, and then the last thing that I wanted to share with you guys is a couple accessories from my favorites over at Apps. So they're actually a Washington-based jewelry company. If you guys see me wearing any sort of jewelry aside from my wedding ring, it is usually from Apps. I actually was supposed to wear these pieces while I was in New York for Fashion Week, but I just wasn't able to, just because if you watch the New York vlog, you know what was going down over there. But I wanted to show it with you guys in this vlog right here. So this is what the case looks like. We open it up, and then they went ahead and gifted me a really nice like choker style pearl necklace, as you can see right there. And then they also gifted me this really nice like spiral ring, which I was just wearing on my pointer finger the whole time while I was in New York. And then they actually gifted me another ring, but I wasn't able to get any photos of it because when I did wear it, I literally lost it that night. So you guys are seeing the images up on the screen right now. But like I said, if you see me wearing any sort of jewelry aside from my wedding ring, it is 99% of the time from Apps. So like I said, they're local here to Washington. Support them, show them some love. I have been wearing them ever since I started my social media career, and they still rock with me to this day. So shout out to Apps. I'm excited to get some wear out of this like spiral ring, as well as the pearl necklace is kind of one of those things like there's a time and a place for it. So I'm looking forward to that said time and place so I can show you guys how I personally would style that pearl necklace vibe for the fall season. Tell them we're at the pumpkin patch. Alright, you guys are obviously here at the pumpkin patch. Kia had this bright idea of going, I don't know if you guys can see behind me, but it's like 4 pigs, and they have to like kind of go like this back and forth. To not only go forward, but also go back. So it's Kia's sister, Mel, and Zayden. So we'll see who wins. All right, you guys, I'm going to commentate on this. Gianna's all the way to the far left. Keelani's to the right of her. Zayden's to the right of Keelani. And then Mel's to the right of Zayden. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go! She's stuck. All right, Gianna was first, Kia was second, Zayden was third, and Mel was fourth. I had my money on you. What do you have to say for yourself?
That was harder to figure out than I thought at first. Like, the way it pumps was different, but
How do you feel, first place?
Going backwards? Like,
I knew it was gonna happen, so.
How do you feel, third place?
I'm angry at myself.
You guys already know what it is. As I mentioned, I'm going to review the Our Legacy Camion boots. So first things first, let's go ahead and unbox it. I'll show you guys how I personally would style it with a couple outfits, and then I'll see you guys back here for the full in-depth review. So this is what the box looks like right here. Nice and simple. It just says Our Legacy in the front, of course. And then when you go ahead and open it up, there is a dust bag that holds each boot. So there's one, and then there's two right here. The dust bag is super simple. It's just a nice kind of like canvasy color. And then it's printed on the front in white, and it says Our Legacy right there. All right, and these are the boots right here. Nicely unboxed, fresh. As you can see, super beautiful, super buttery. I'll get into all of the finer details in just a second, but of course I wanted to do that nice little simple unboxing with you guys, just so you guys can kind of experience the fun unboxing moment with me. Let's get into the finer details and the more full in-depth review regarding these boots right here. So first things first, I want to talk about sizing. So I did pick these up in a size 42, which converts to a US size 9. And in sneakers, I always wear a size 9.5 US across everything. And then in terms of boots, I usually like to size down because I do like my boots to fit a little bit more snug. So that is why I went with a size 42, which again converts to a size 9. I personally think that if you are in between sizes, just like me, again, going to reiterate, I'm a size 9.5 usually in sneakers. But I took a size 42, which is a size 9 in these Our Legacy Camion boots right here, and they fit perfectly. So again, if you are in between sizes, Just my personal recommendation, I would suggest sizing down. But the best thing that you can do, of course, is if you have access to trying it on in person, I would highly recommend doing that. Now let's just dive into the actual silhouette and the overall design of this boot right here. As you guys can see, super buttery, super nice. I love how these boots right here are a bit more squared in the front. As you guys can see, I feel like it's not completely rounded, but it's not completely squared. It's like a nice sort of in between, which I personally think just adds that visual interest to the overall boot. I love how this is not just a slip-in style boot. It has that zipper detail right here. The heel on the back is nice, not too high, not too low. It offers that nice little height. I always joke around that I'm a bit on the shorter side, so I like to kind of get that height in if and where I can, so I'll take it with this boot right here. The actual leather on this bad boy feels so amazing. It feels, the only word that I can describe it is buttery. Like, it feels extremely buttery, it feels really nice, and it feels really comfortable on foot, which is amazing, and definitely something that I look for, especially when I'm investing in a more higher price point pair of boots. And then here is just another look at both of them right here. This is the left side. This is the right side. As you can see, as I mentioned, that nice kind of square toed in the back. The heel height is just perfect in my opinion. I love how the actual sort of part that comes up on your foot kind of goes up a little bit higher as well. These would look great with a nice stacked pair of pants or pants that go over the entire boot, so you can kind of just see the front bit. Again, just 10 out of 10. I'm so happy about these. Let's talk about pricing and where you can get this boot in terms of getting it for the best price. So if you guys watched my recent shopping vlog featuring these boots right here, if you haven't, I'll link them down below. You would have known that I went to a designer store here in Seattle. It wasn't an Our Legacy storefront. It was a store called Likelihood that offers and features a bunch of curated designer brands. And Our Legacy is, of course, one brand that they hold and carry. And the reason why I did that was because I just wanted to support a local business here in Seattle. So with that being said, I did pay that markup. These usually retail for around $700, and I paid just that at that store that I mentioned here in Seattle. However, if you guys don't, necessarily want to support local, or you maybe just kind of, your primary goal is just to get the best price on these Our Legacy Camion boots, that's totally fine, and I have an amazing tip for you guys when it comes to that. So these boots right here usually retail for around $700, but the best thing that you can do, if you have some sort of like item saver or just any way that you can track an item on when it goes on sale, whether it's like a third-party app or something, these boots right here always go on sale on Farfetch as well as on Essence. And they have it in a ton of different colors, a ton of different sizes, obviously. So I would highly recommend those two retailers right there. I have seen this Our Legacy Camion boot as low as $490, $550, $510, or $520. It really just depends on the color that you're choosing. So if you want to support local, and if you don't mind paying that full price tag of the $700, which is what it usually goes for, of course, go find your nearest local kind of designer store and support them. But if you are just trying to get the best possible price for these boots right here, I'd highly recommend just waiting for the sales that happen on Farfetch or Essence. So that wraps up the Our Legacy full in-depth review of the Camion boots. These are what they look like right here. If you are a local in Seattle, I would highly recommend checking out and buying these from Likelihood. Definitely go ahead and support them. But obviously, if you are a viewer of mine that is just from anywhere else in Seattle, I'll have this exact pair linked down below, along with the exact link to the Essence and the Farfetch listing, so that if and when they do go on sale, you guys can easily reference those links right there. Overall, an amazing 10 out of 10 purchase, and I think I would go just as far as to say as this is my favorite purchase of the year so far, and that says a lot because I'd be buying a lot of things. So just really looking forward to getting more wear out of this. So I know you guys have been wanting that review from me, so hopefully this sufficed. If you have any questions regarding the Our Legacy Camion boots, definitely drop them in the comments down below and I'll get back to you. Because obviously it's a pretty expensive shoe, so I want to make sure that I get all of your questions answered and I be a good resource for you guys before you pull the trigger on these boots right here.